All right, in this section we're going to take a quick look at one of our example scenes to show the portals inside of 3D Studio Max and Gamebryo. So we've loaded this scene up from, if we look where we've loaded it up from Gamebryo, Samples, Models, Max Artist Examples. And if you go to this directory, you will find that there is a lot of examples of some very useful, just very simple things on how to get things to work inside of Gamebryo using Max. So the portal stuff, the basic concept behind that is that if you've got a camera or your viewpoint and you're looking into another room, we'll go ahead and draw that room if you're looking through this special portal window. If you are not looking through that window, we'll go ahead and call that room so that we don't have to draw that geometry. And that can save basically with speed on things. So you can go ahead and just basically create one room group for the entire scene that you have inside of 3D Studio Max. And then you can go ahead and just create different rooms by just basically hitting the Create button here, and then you can give it, whatever name, and we'll go ahead and create that node, and we'll put the appropriate little wording after it that the portal converter uses to find these room groups. Okay, so at that point, you can go ahead and add geometry to it. So if we look at a valid room here, we can see that it's got two pieces of geometry in that room, which are what really defines what's visible or what is going to be called or visible in that room. And then the portal management are the actual windows that you create, and those need to be just basically pieces of geometry that are the shape of the window or the door that you're seeing through. So we'll go ahead and we'll kill this guy now because he didn't have anything in him. And the only other things to remember about portals to get them to work is once you have this all set up, is that in the actual export script, in the process script here, you need to have our portal converter in this process script in order for it to go ahead, find these naming conventions, and create portals. Okay, so that's all set. Let's just go ahead and preview this inside of Asset Viewer. So it's telling us we've got one room group, which is all the groups of the rooms, and then these are all the different rooms that it has. And now we're launching up Asset Viewer. And it should work where when, we're in Asset Viewer now, and we don't see anything. And we don't see anything, and that's because we are outside of all the portal room groups. So if we change our camera now to a camera that's in the scene, we can see that now, since we're inside of a portal, we can see all of the geometry that's in there. And we'll go ahead and we'll swap to another camera, and we'll hit play here. And you can see we're kind of rotating around this wall. Now if we put this in wireframe mode, here's where we can see kind of the portals in action. And as you can see, these rooms behind, as they're being culled by these solid walls, are disappearing because you can't see through them. So this was just a very quick example of our portal scene inside of 3D Studio Max.